Here we have a former church that, as people who go back in the day might remember, was called the Limelight. This was a famous club. And now, it's important to be aware that even though it was a church, it was landmark, the congregation realized they couldn't afford to maintain this church, so they basically sold it. Now, because it was landmark, you can't really do anything to the exterior. So what ended up happening over the years, it went through a whole succession of owners who are trying to realize how best to use the property to make money. And of course, please bear in mind that even though it was a church, it was officially unmade a church, deconsecrated by the church authorities to allow for the better use of the property. Because as per the city, when a building is landmarked, you can't do anything to it. So what you've had here is a whole iteration of different businesses. Here you have a pizza place that no longer is there because they didn't pay their taxes and they didn't pay the Limelight organization. And so you also have a fitness center. Then you have a restaurant on the other side that makes a really nice arrangement of different businesses. On the inside, it's really magnificent inside the church, or the former church. And you can see the architecture on the outside, just beautiful. Of course, that's part of the responsibility of any organization. When they own a landmark building, they have to maintain the exterior. That's just the responsibility. You can take a look at the neighborhood around this former Limelight. Just beautiful seeing everything. Right near 20th and 6th Avenue. A lot of beautiful low-rise buildings around here. People just love living around here. And it's a very quaint area to be around. You can take a look at some of the other architecture that's here. This is right across the street. Just an amazing place to be. See the historic landmark building from another perspective. Just amazing to see the various iterations of this building over the years. Inside, when it was a nightclub, was a little bit controversial because why would a nightclub be in a church? But it worked for a while, then it didn't work. So you ended up having that change. Someone else took it over, tried to make it work, but that didn't work. But now they're trying to do other things. See, Limelight Fitness, they have a huge amount of space on the inside. It turns out to be really nice, turns out to be very nice on the inside. It's just amazing seeing all of this. We can see the club from a different perspective. Same beautiful building. Everything really well maintained. And as I mentioned earlier, that has to be done. That's part of a landmark building. If they don't do it, they can get in trouble, whoever owns the building. You can see here, beautiful architecture, which is why people like to be in this building. I would think what would really work for this place is if they had a number of restaurants in here. They have a few restaurants already, but I think whoever the owners are, they want to have a variety of different types of businesses, from a fitness center to another kind of restaurant to a pizza place, and it's just their decision to try to diversify their income flow for the building. And you can see here it's right along 6th Avenue, so there's a lot of traffic here. That's ideal for any business. Yet another view of the historic church. You can see there's actually a restaurant here, Jua Lan, and they're doing a great job. So there's a lot of space in the building. It's just figuring out what to do with the space, from a clothing shop to a restaurant to a fitness club. Now, they have one of the entrances of the fitness club right here. And so people really enjoy leaving and entering on this street versus on 6th Avenue, because 6th Avenue tends to be a little bit busy. And again, great view of the architecture. It's just an amazing, amazing building. And it was an amazing, amazing church. Here is just a closer look of the restaurant, Jua Lan, and the Limelight Building. Seeing everything on the inside. You can see here, in the summertime especially, this will be very nice, having a courtyard like this for people just to relax and enjoy the summer. It's just a beautiful building. Beautiful seeing the exterior. Beautiful for everything. I'm sure that's why the restaurant Jua Lan really enjoys being around here. But it's part of what the owners of this building wanted, to have a variety of stores, a variety of businesses in the structure to make it easier to get the revenue for the building. And yet another view of this historic landmark.